Hi everyone, Andre from Missing Link Physical Therapy. I have jumped on the video bandwagon with everyone else. It took me a while to do it because I'm so used to the close interaction with my clients. I just couldn't figure out how to get my point across on video, but I'm trying today. Would like to give our thoughts and prayers for all those who have been affected by the coronavirus. These videos are created in order to help you resolve certain pain issues you have. We're going to attempt to come up with a series of videos that will help resolve some of these issues until you can get back into the office. Today, we're going to talk about pain in the butt area. You know, this pain that people often come into the clinic with is limiting them from hiking, running, sitting for long periods of time, standing for long periods of time, when you're washing dishes or emptying a dishwasher, for instance. So we're going to talk about how to resolve this particular issue and make your life a little bit easy. And this pain, as I might have said before, is a dull ache in the hip. And what we figured out here at Missing Link Physical Therapy is that this is often due to restriction in the front aspect of that individual's hip. By having a restriction in the front of the hip, it is causing almost like a compression in the back because of the hip, because the hip now is being forced backward. And there's structures back here that can be irritated. For instance, some of the SI joint structures, the sciatic nerve, and so on and so forth. Some people may call it piriformis syndrome, whatever the name is. It's just a basic irritation. And so what we find is that a lot of people are stretching their glutes. So they're coming here and they're stretching glutes here. They're doing figure 4 stretches, which is all well and fine. But what we see is that this change is only temporary. It's something that temporarily release it, and then all of a sudden the pain comes back. Well, on the flip side, we are doing something a little different. Instead of working on the back, we are working on the front in order to increase the length of the front of the hip, so that you take pressure off the hip. So first of all, I love to use manual techniques to start with. So I'm using this tool, and this tool I'm going to use on the front of my hip to kind of self-massage, working the deep fibers of the muscle. You can do this for 30 seconds, a minute, whatever your tolerance is. Okay? But if you don't have availability to a tool like this and you don't feel comfortable using your hands, why not just grab a foam roller or a trigger point release ball? And so we have both, and I'll show you with the ball first. Place the ball at the front of the hip, and you want to get very high up into the groin area, the hip joint, and you're going to slowly roll that out as well. And again, this is all to your tolerance, but try and hang in there for about 30 seconds at least. And you can do the same thing with the foam roller. Again, on the front of the hip and rolling out that hip. Slowly, not fast, but slowly. And this is great because you can also use your upper extremities, and now you're working on some core stability. So after doing the soft tissue in a joint, then you're going to go into a kneeling hip flexor stretch. The kneeling hip flexor stretch, your knee is going to be directly under your hip, and you're just going to roll that hip forward slightly. And I really want you guys to feel that hip joint come forward, that hip bone come forward into the hip joint in the front, stretching that capsule. We really want everything to go forward to take pressure off of the back of the hip. Okay, so this is not lunging forward, because you're going to get a lot of back work. If you lunge forward, you're going to extend the back. I need you guys to roll the hips forward, thrust the hips forward, and that's the stretch here. It's a small movement while maintaining a neutral spine. You hold that stretch for 45 seconds, do it 4 times. That's step 1. 2, you can also work on the quads. I love to stretch the quads and sideline, pulling the bottom knee towards the chest, and then pulling the top heel towards the buttocks, stretching the front of the hip. This is stretching more of the quad, but still that hip is going to, you're thinking about that hip coming forward, stretching the front of that hip. Again, you can do that 4 times, hold it a minimum of 45 seconds. If you have a bed that's tall enough, you can lie in the bed. Bring the leg that you're not stretching towards your chest and take the other leg that you're stretching and you can just let it hang there actually. And that's actually a great stretch. And you can even massage it here. But see how tight I am. I'm gonna try to elicit a nice stretch out of this. And again, just working on that hip coming forward. Now, as a disclaimer, I want to tell you guys that I think you should be supporting your head with all these exercises, okay? I'm self-videotaping myself here, so I'm a little limited. But you should support your head during all this so that you don't give yourself some type of neck strain, okay? And the last exercise I want to go through with you guys is lying on your stomach. Now, I'm tight, so I'm going to use the strap. And before you get into the position, just put a strap around the ankle of the leg you're going to stretch. And if you have a bed that's tall enough, if you have a bench at home, you'll place the leg that's going to be stretched on the bench. Technical difficulties. You're going to take the leg that's not being stretched, you're going to flex that hip all the way towards your chest. And you're going to then pull the heel towards your buttocks, and that's the stretch. I love this stretch because individuals with back pain, this prevents the back from getting involved into the exercise. Good. So today, I primarily wanted to go through the mobility portion of this. I want you guys to try this. I want emails on anyone that that's benefited from this or not benefited from this. This is our way of growing as well. If it works for you or if it doesn't work for you, it helps us grow so that we can create a better product for you. Hope that was helpful, and you guys stay safe, and we're praying for everyone involved directly or indirectly by the coronavirus. Have a great day. Bye.